There's a story about a physicist who traveled around and gave the same lecture every time, everywhere he went. And he had a chauffeur who drove him around. So, after months and months of going around giving the same lecture, the chauffeur, who sat in the front row of the audience for every single lecture, he learned it really, really well. So one day, when they were on their way somewhere, the chauffeur said, "Look, how about to mix it up? I've memorized your speech. I know it word for word. How about if I give your speech and you wear the chauffeur hat and sit in the front row of the audience?" So the physicist said, "That sounds great. Let's do it." So that's exactly what they did. And the chauffeur, he gave the talk really well. He had heard it so many times before, he knew the speech verbatim. And then afterward, the audience started to ask questions. And there was another physicist from a different university, and he asked a really deep question. But the chauffeur, he didn't blink. He said, "You know what? I cannot believe someone of your intellectual prowess from that prestigious university would ask such a simple question. Matter of fact, that question is so simple, I'm not even going to answer it. I'm just going to let my chauffeur answer it." And so the chauffeur stood up and answered the question, who was the actual physicist. The point of that story is this: there's a difference between chauffeur knowledge and real knowledge. Chauffeur knowledge occurs when you can repeat something that you've heard, but you don't really know it. I refer to it as the difference between knowing something here and knowing something here. So maybe you understand or comprehend something that you come across. And in a world of social media where you can come across aphorisms and wonderful sayings and deep, profound sentiments, if all you do is have chauffeur knowledge of those things, you never really know them here. It's not enough to hear something. You have to sit with it deeply. For example, when it comes to the chauffeur story, I only have chauffeur knowledge about it. I don't even know if it's a real story, if it's an urban legend, or if it's just something I heard once. But when it comes to real knowledge, well, that's a quest for all of us, to sit deeply with any concept that you want to pursue. The more you pursue real knowledge, the more profound experience of anything is. So let me share this lesson. My wife does a really good job at not just coming across knowledge, but sitting with it and really taking time to not only reflect on it, but to integrate it into her life. So the next time you have an opportunity to come across a cool saying or whatever it is, something you really like, maybe it's a spiritual saying, maybe it's something about psychology or family, whatever it is, the next time you come across it, stop. Don't just say it, but ask yourself a couple things. Here they are. How can you integrate this into your life? What would stop you from integrating it into your life? And how can you get around that obstacle? So if you ask yourself those three questions and you make it crystal clear on how you can use this knowledge in your life, you will begin to eschew or throw out chauffeur knowledge and begin to integrate real knowledge. Until next time, as always, I wish you much peace.